Yesterday I came across a channel here on YouTube. The channel was made by a cancer patient who battled cancer before he passed away. Now he started the channel 8 months before he passed away to share his cancer journey, and it really put things like it gave me a sober reflection to see someone going through something like that, knowing that your life is coming to an end, but still doing your best to talk about your illness, still doing your best to encourage people. Within the comment section, there are so many people who said they were inspired by his journey, that they also battled cancer, and because of how he motivated them, how he shared his journey, how he was still optimistic, it gave them hope to also do the best that they can on their journey. I'm going to add his account on this video for anyone who might want to check out his videos. Again, I know of someone on this internet also. I think she had cancer or a terminal illness, and the moment they gave her a certain amount of months to live, she started working on her bucket list, all the things that she wanted to do during her lifetime. And it just made me wonder, why do we wait until we are dying or close to the end of our lives to do everything that we've always wanted to do? What is it about knowing that we are leaving the earth soon that makes us want to accomplish all of our goals, that makes us want to live a meaningful life? Why can we not make the best of our lives even when we don't know when we are leaving? I think the difference is that they were able to know how long they had to live, but people die every day without knowing how long they have to live on earth. Somehow, it's even better when you have a terminal illness and you know that you have 5 months to live. What about people that leave their house in the morning thinking they're going to come back, but they meet an unfortunate accident along the way and they are gone forever? What do we say about that? So, what is it about nearing the end of our lives that makes us want to live a meaningful life? Even if you don't know when you're leaving the earth, because most of us don't know when we're leaving the earth. Actually, things happen every day. People die every day without knowing that that is the day that you're going to die. So why can we not live a meaningful life every day? Why can we not work on our bucket list? Why can we not go after our goals every day? Why must we wait until we have a until someone tells us that we have a limited amount on this earth before we work hard on all our goals, or before we want to live a meaningful life? It just got me thinking that what is my contribution to the world? Why am I here on earth? There are so many people that have been here on earth, but they left without a trace because they didn't do anything to impact humanity, they didn't contribute in any way. So it's almost as if they never existed. I don't want that kind of life. Okay, I want to leave an impact, I want to leave a legacy, I want to do something for somebody, I want to leave something for the world. I was going through his Instagram, his YouTube page yesterday, and I saw how inspiring and motivational he was, despite everything he was going through. Even in the midst of his pain, the cancer patient who passed away. Even there's videos that he made a week before he passed away, and he still had a lot to say. He still had hope to give, and it just really, really inspired me that we are not just here on earth just for being here. We are here for a purpose. And even though you don't have such a grand purpose, I think it's best we do our best to contribute to society. We do what we can while we have life. Every day is such a meaningful day. Okay, there are certain people that they will give anything to be alive. They will give anything to be healed and happy. So as I was saying, some of us who are healthy, we take our health for granted. We don't realize the great opportunity that we have. We don't realize how blessed we are. We spend our time worrying. We spend our time focus on things that don't have any serious value. But moving forward, I decided not to live my life anyway and live my life that way anymore. I think I'm going to make a list of all the things that I want to do in my lifetime. Okay, I don't want to wait until I'm dying or I know that I'm dying before I want to do as much as I want to do. I really need to sit down and have some deep, deep reflection to know what I want to do, what I don't want to do, to know how I want to spend my life. If I have even if I have 5 years more or 50 years more, I know what I want to do with those time. I know that I'm not going to spend it worrying. I know that I'm not going to spend it on things that don't matter or with people that don't matter. From a spiritual standpoint, um my greatest work on earth will be to share the gospel of Jesus Christ, to make his name known, to make his works known, to give the gift, to let everybody know about the gift of salvation. Okay, and socially, I want to inspire everybody. I want to motivate everybody to have a better life, to love themselves the way that they are, to not to get carried away. To I just really, really want to motivate and inspire people in any way possible for them to achieve, the best things that they can, to be their best self, to live their best life, not living their best life like partying away, but to also contribute something to society and the world at large. Yeah, basically. And then I'm also going to have an internet detox. Right before I started recording this video, I went on the internet, and I don't like that I keep seeing things there that don't add any value to me. Okay, I opened my Instagram, and I saw someone, he was talking about something, and the guy looked gay, and I don't those kind of contents, they don't edify the mind. Instead, they give you images, and I don't know, but for me, they're not good enough. So I think I'm going to have an internet detox just to clear my head of everything that shouldn't be there. Because the things that we see on internet, um I feel like they do something to our mind that they shouldn't be doing, okay? Because what you consume, actually, your life is a reflection of the kind of things that you consume. So you could be on the right track, then you open the internet, you see something that you shouldn't, and somehow you just get derailed. Exactly. The word I'm looking for is that they shift our focus in a way. Exactly. They shift our focus on what we should be doing, okay? I've tried to think and imagine myself if I did not have the influence of anybody outside, what kind of person would I be? Okay. I thought about that quite a few times. If I didn't have to listen to anybody else, if I didn't have the impact, if I didn't have the influence from like outside sources, how would I live my life? If it didn't matter what people said, how would I live my life? What would I do with my days? And what I'm doing now is exactly what I do. I wouldn't need to like put on makeup, wear earrings or anything fancy before I would make a video, because I'm fine and I'm okay the way that I'm created. Okay, it has taken me quite a while to accept myself for the way that I am. I used to be so conscious of my eye bags and this and that, but I think I finally got to the point where I accept myself for how I look and who I am. And sometimes when you shift your focus and your perspective, you just realize what is really important and what is not. Okay, I hope I've been able to make sense and pass the message across with this video. But I'm just thinking about what is my contribution to society, what I want to do with my life. I need to start working on my bucket list. Like, if I leave this world tomorrow, like, would I say that I lived a life worth living? I lived a life worth emulating. When I said I'm happy with everything that I've done in my lifetime, it's not how long you live, but it's how well you have lived. Some people live just 30 years, like this cancer patient that passed away that I talked about at the beginning of this video. He was 32 when he passed, and he has such a big impact on everybody. Even after his death, people still come watch his videos, and they are motivated, they are inspired, and they are refueled. Meanwhile, some people are 80 years old and they don't even have that kind of impact. So it's not how long you have lived, it's how well you have lived. Everybody's going to leave this world someday. Nobody's going to be here forever. But for the little time that you are here, what do you do with it? Okay, how do you impact the world? What is your contribution? Why is it important that you were born? Why is it important that you were here? If you had not been born, will the world have missed anything? If you had not been born, will people feel like something is missing? Will the world be missing out if you had not been born? That's the question, and I hope that in my subsequent videos, in the next videos to come, I'm able to answer it, and I'm able to start working on my bucket list. Bye guys, see you next time.